Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So 38-year-old Texas resident Geoffrey Shough. And I know what you guys are thinking. Isn't it Shough? Isn't it Shough? No, I looked it up. Supposedly, it is Shough. That's how you pronounce his last name. Anyway, he is a former Defense Department contractor. And he was seen at the Capitol wearing body armor. He had on a ballistic-style helmet, and it had an Oath Keepers patch on the back. He was wearing goggles, also hard-knuckle gloves. And Shough was seen cheering as others attacked the police, and he assisted other members of the mob in climbing on a wall. In a video recorded by Shough, he said, quote, "This is our Capitol. I told the cops to stand down. We love them. They can't be in the way. I told the cops they need to stand down. We're their brothers and sisters. One said, I don't feel much love from the crowd. I'm like, guy, take the day off. This is your neighbors. Your neighbors are here. The laundromat, a teacher. Just go home. I tried to shoo him off. I'm like, you can't stop a million people. There's a million people coming here. Get out of the way and go home." I just wonder if these people ever stop to consider the absurdity of their words after the fact. Yeah, guy, you're being beaten and tasered and sprayed with chemicals by your neighbor, by your neighborhood teacher. Doesn't that make you feel better? Anyway, so Shough was part of the mob that breached the Senate wing doors a second time. You guys might remember I mentioned this in a previous video that after Trump's terrorists broke the windows and then they climbed into the building, they kicked the Senate wing doors open from the inside. The police sometime later re-secured that area. They moved large pieces of furniture in front of the doors and the windows. And then there were police officers stationed there. There was a line of officers in front of that area. Well, the mob outside forced their way back into the building. They toppled the furniture. They pushed past all of these police because they were totally, grossly outnumbered. And Shough was seen on video right at the front of that violent crowd. Shough then told the officers that they should go home again, the ones that he just overran, and he told them to get Donald Trump on the phone. So then he was recorded moving throughout various parts of the building. He finally exited about 15 minutes later, and Shough was arrested on March 1st of 2022, and he was charged with civil disorder, entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and parading or demonstrating in a Capitol. In August of 2022, Shough pleaded guilty to the felony crime of civil disorder. So he was looking at a sentence of up to 5 years in prison, 3 years of probation, and $250,000 in fines. The government, however, asked for only 11 months in jail, 3 years of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. And outside of a few traffic violations, Shough has no criminal history. He has no history of arrests. U.S. District Judge Dabney Friedrich presided over Shough's case, and there's no publicly available information about what may have been said at the sentencing hearing. But in the end, the judge sentenced Shough to 6 months in prison, 1 year of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. Given who the judge is, this is the best we could have hoped for. I'm just letting you guys know. Friedrich is a Trump appointee. She usually just bakes them a cake, pats them on the head, tucks them in nighty-night, and that's it. So she has surprised me. There have been a few times she has surprised me, but it doesn't happen very often. Not as much as I would hope for. So this guy will be out of prison, and he will be off probation, unfortunately, when the next election occurs. So we know who to thank, right? If Shough's preferred candidate loses again and he throws another aggressive adult-sized tantrum, we know who to thank. All right, guys, if I hear any more, I will let you know. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe, especially subscribe if you have not already. I know a lot of you watching have not. I love you guys. If you can support the show financially, it really helps to keep it going, even if it's one time but a monthly donation is very seriously appreciated and welcome and needed. So I will talk with you soon. Take care.